Welcome. Good evening, please. Welcome.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. All of you, welcome. Yeah. Yeah. Good evening. Welcome. Welcome. Hello. Yeah. Good. Nikhil, Vijay, Surya, Dinai, Apsara. Good. 1 minute. Yeah. So, what is the news that you have been reading in the recent past? I will ask Anam Bhatia. I think you are a new candidate. Please unmute and speak. Anam Bhatia. Anam Bhatia. Are you a new student? Acha. Apsara, please, can you, Apsara, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I could hear you.
Yeah, Apsara, what is the news that you are reading in newspapers nowadays?
About the Agniveer project by the central government.
Mm.
There
Yes.
has been rising a lot of protest against the project, though government claims that it was a good project.
Yeah,
And
one
they
minute.
are proceeding with the projects and
Hello.
recruiting the young people towards the.
No.
Hello. Hello. Am I
You
audible, sir? Are you
are
able to hear properly?
94007. Hello. Acha, did you message in your in my WhatsApp 80721? No. I I I s- I sent you the link or not for a meeting. Acha, acha. 1 minute. You please send once again message to that WhatsApp. I will send you 1 minute. I will send you the Zoom ID. Meeting has started already. So that is why. Yeah, 1 minute. Your number is 94007. 94007. Yeah, मिल गया. I'll give you the Zoom ID. Zoom ID अभी दे देगा, आप आ जाइए. ठीक है? Okay, hold on. Sorry, candidates, those who are online. Here, one candidate. It seems I have missed sending it. Acha. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry, I was talking to Apsara. Apsara, please tell me news. You were telling me Agnipath, na?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You were telling about
The project was
yeah.
implemented by, is planning to get implemented by the government.
Mm.
But several protests has been arised from the part of the youth.
Mm.
And they started destroying all the government properties. But the government is planning to go on with the projects. And recently, certain recruitments, first part of the recruitments are made by the government.
Mm-hmm. Good. Now, what is the okay? Next person I will ask. Aswati.
Oh,
Aswati. Aswati, are you there online? Who is there online? Who can talk to me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Aswati. Aswati, what is
Yes.
the news about the new president of India to be elected?
There are two nominees for the president of India. One is Draupadi Murmu,
Mm.
and the other one is sorry, sir, I'm not able to
Yashwant
recognize.
Yashwant Sinha,
Yes.
Mr. Yashwant Sinha, Mrs.
Yes.
Draupadi Murmu. So, could you know something more about Draupadi Murmu? Lot of information is coming in.
The Draupadi Murmu was the former governor of Jharkhand. She was also a representative of the tribal woman. She was a teacher, and she will be representing the Bharatiya Janata Party for the elections.
Very good. Anybody else? Any other news you have come to know about Draupadi Murmu? New information. Come on, tell. quickly. Rani baby, have you come to know something about Draupadi Murmu? And anybody from Odisha, they can tell us more details about this. Anybody from Odisha? Anybody from Odisha, please? Nobody. Hello, Odisha people, nobody is there. Yeah. Odisha people, anybody? Oh, yeah, something I read in the magazines or papers is that, she is actually from Odisha and she was a school teacher. Incidentally, her husband was working in Bank of India. Her husband was working as an officer in Bank of India. He is no more. And it seems she lost 2-3 children, sons of her, and she had a very difficult living. And now she has been working for the tribal women to a large extent. That is what the news I read. Very good. Just information. Similarly, about Yashwant Sinha also, whatever information you are getting, you must try to know about it, because in the recent past, in the recent future, if any interview comes, there will be questions on presidential candidate and all that. Good. Now, Mr. Now I will Akshaya alias is a girl. No, a Gokul, Yan Gokul.
Sir.
Yan Gokul, do you have
Yes.
any question in mind for which you need to get some clarification on GD? Or is this the first time you are attending? Or
no, sir, not the first time.
Not the first time. Good. You are conversant with the procedure for answering this and all, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. Do you have any doubt, any question, or about any question you would like to tell some response which is not normally told by others?
So I have a doubt regarding how to conclude the GD normally. So we have to generally say that like majority has gone with gone with this opinion and like that.
That is what I told one day. If at all, after the first round of discussion and all, they say, come on, conclude, then you can take the leadership and say, the majority of us have been, even though your view is different, you can yourself say, majority of us have held this view, this is the idea, whereas my view was this. Anyhow, I thank all the participants for active participation, and I wish all of you best of luck. Something like that you can say with a positive note. Okay, Gokul. Yan Gokul. Yeah, we will go to Nikhil Vijay. Nikhil Vijay, do you have any questions? Do you have any questions or doubts in your mind? Nikhil Vijay.
It was regarding conclusion only, sir. Now it's clear.
The conclusion, there cannot be one way of conclusion. You decide based on the situation in which you are placed there. If opportunity arises, utilize that and grab and speak. Okay.
Okay.
But at the same time, you should not dominate. You should not dominate. Yeah, that's good.
If it is going like a debate, we can say like we can handle the group, no?
No.
Like it's not a debate.
It seems that
it's not a debate. It is a discussion. Like that we can add, no?
No, there is no question of considering as a debate or whatever it is, because everybody gets
if it is going like an argument like between candidates.
Everybody gets a chance to speak only once.
No, sir. In open
and
discussion.
if I know what you are telling is, if A speaks, he speaks in favor of the point, and after some time B speaks against the point, then C speaks in favor of the point, then D goes against the point. Doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. Let it go on like this. After all, one round only can go. Okay. Yeah, this name I am seeing for the first time, Bhaskar Sai Kant. Are you joining us for the first time, Bhaskar?
Yes, sir.
Which date is your GD interview?
Yeah, GD has been completed, sir, for me.
Acha, acha,
on Tuesday itself, last week Tuesday. So I joined you for the interview section.
acha, acha. Oh, what is the date you wanted? You have told me. You are told in the form.
Saturday, sir, today, this Saturday. Today only, today.
Today only. You please communicate to me through WhatsApp. What is the date and time you want mock interview? Okay, good.
Okay,
Now you can share your GD experience to our candidates, Bhaskar, Saikant. Which date you had interview? How many people were there?
Okay.
From which state are you coming? And what is your degree? You speak like that. Come on.
Hello. Hi, all of you. My name is Bhaskar Saikant, and I am from Visakhapatnam, Vizag, Andhra Pradesh. For me, the GD happened on Tuesday itself. Tuesday afternoon, 3:30 is my GD slot. On that day, almost there are 10 members in my GD, but only 9 members have joined. So those 9 members also, there are 2 panelists who are selecting for these 9 members. First, the person said me to have an interview, have a 1 minute oral, what is this? Oral discussion for 1 minute. So he asked me to, he given us a topic as, do you want to work in a startup or a well-established company? So which is paying less. So that was the company that you only told, sir. So the topic also what you have covered, that is only covered to us. So for me, the great plus point is that no one is starting at all. For me, that was a great move, I can say. If you are wanted to start and if you're perfect with all the topics that in GD, so my tip is that so you can start immediately. You can just raise a hand. There will be in the Teams there's a raise a hand button. So you do that raise a hand exercise and immediately start saying the topic. Whether you know or you don't know, just be confident and say whatever you know, and just that exercise, I think so. It made me fell into the eyes of the panelists. So after that 1 minute exercise has been completed for all the people, after all the nine people, then they started a GD, actual GD. So then some asked the one person, he has picked one person and asked her to start the GD. So then GD has started. So in the middle, I have raised 2 times hand and I said my points. I just mentioned only one-liners or two-liners, that's it. Just to mention only the one-liner, what I want to oppose, why I want to oppose the statement. So is there any other thing that can be added? That is what I have opposed. And finally, conclusion also, after conclusion, thank you very much. I said the same thing. So that's all. I think all the best for you. I think hope if you follow, sir, I think you will be clearing GD very well. You need to worry for the interview only next. Yeah.
Very good.
Sir.
Thank you. And only thing is your batch was all very good. You know, they had sufficient time allotted. Whereas nowadays in many places, they are giving only 30 seconds for people to talk. So candidates must be willing to take up meet with such a situation also. It is like for some people interview goes for 30 minutes. For some people interview goes only for 10 minutes. So it happens, it is due to various circumstances over which we have no control. Just as this GD is this discussion, which is normally supposed to be conducted
20 minutes.
No, this is supposed to be conducted at 9 p.m. Now we are doing at 4 p.m. So ऐसा तो हो जाता है. ठीक है. Thank you, Bhaskar. Good.
Yeah. So I just wanted to ask one more thing. So I just wanted to know how to prepare interview, and is there any other video that it will be useful for all people?
Yeah, I have posted already one special video for how to prepare. It is like this, that I have given you a link for materials. Please go through the link. Materials, go through Federal Bank, go through about yourself, about your college, about your native place. Develop your confidence to speak. You can succeed.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Next
all the best for all.
Thank you. Next person. Anybody else would like to speak? Welcome. Next person. Anybody else? Yeah.
Sir, shall I ask you one doubt?
Yeah, very much. Please ask.
Sir, actually, we do have rounds like written test, then GD, then robotic interview, then personal interview, right? So is Federal Bank adding the marks obtained in all these rounds, and finally they are preparing a rank list, or whatever the mark we have scored in written test, it's not a matter at all.
Good. This question, nobody has an answer. Though I have been conducting this interview for the last 2 years, I am not having any contact with Federal Bank. So I'm an outsider only, but in my perception, those people who can communicate with confidence, clarity, those who also know their subject, banking subject, general knowledge, current affairs, they are selected. Understand? But
Okay, sir.
I am of the view, I can't impose it on you. I am of the view that nobody will do any exercise for fun. Your psychometric is given, your written test is given, GD is conducted. What else? Robotic interview, nothing is done for fun. Everything will be taken into account possibly, and a final tally will be made. But the major crux is the finally when you go for the interview, the smile with which you go, the confidence with which you go, the clarity with which you speak, that is what is important in my view. But they cannot override. Supposing you have scored very less marks in written test, or you have not opened your mouth in robotic, possibly you will get low mark. I think I have answered the doubt you had in your mind, correct?
Yes, sir.
This is the doubt many people have been asking. That's why I told you openly. Yeah. Next is, anybody else would like to speak? Come on, opt for reading. Somebody will read for reading. Come on. Who will read? Opt yourself. So whenever, whenever a call like this comes, you should volunteer. Very good.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. 2 people volunteered. Who are they, please?
So my name is Dinay, sir.
Dinesh. The
Dinay.
other, Dinay, huh?
Dinay KP. Dinay.
Dinay KP. Right. Next person. Next person.
Apsara, sir.
Very good. First, I'll ask Dinay. Dinay, what is the number you like from 20 to 30?
20 to 30, sir. 25.
25 you like. Yeah, 25 is this topic. So please read this topic, Dinay.
There is a public sector company. An employee is lazy and not doing work. The vice president asked the manager reason for this. The manager told the employee demands salary hike and is feeling bored. What should vice president do?
Now, okay, are you familiar with this topic, or you want time to think about this?
No, sir. I will. I'm not so familiar, but I will try to
answer.
Yeah.
Please tell.
So in my opinion, the vice president should not increase the salary of a particular individual because it would be unfair as compared to other people. So in order to tackle this situation, the vice president should bring a policy like a best performer award or incentives based on the performance, like achieving the targets in a month, or in such way we can tackle the situation. And in order to remove the boredom, we can incorporate this transfers within the department or shifts in which each person have to serve in a department for 2 or 3 months, and we can change the departments for a time period. So in this way also we can remove the boredom, and we can provide some sort of recreational activities like playing games or having some kind of yoga sessions, etc., within the company for once in a month or once in a week, which will help them to become more active. So I believe that these methods will be able to tackle this situation, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Next, Surya.
Yes, sir.
Speak.
Good afternoon, my dear friends, and good afternoon, sir.
Yeah.
In this situation, as a vice president, I will go in his job profile, and I will ask the manager for details. And also, it is not possible to increase the salary of a single person. So I will I will discuss with the other colleagues of him whether they are also facing the same situation, and if he, and I will warn him, or I will have a personal chat if it is possible. As a vice president, I don't think that I can have a personal chat, and if it is possible, I will have a chat with a personal talk with that person, and what to know what is the reason for his laziness, and I will. If it is possible, I will change him to different branches or any other department in the same company, or remove his boredom in the same department. That's all, sir.
Okay. Next, Sneha Rachel Matthew.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
So in this situation, as a vice president, I will ask the manager to check whether the other employees also has the same opinion. If others have the same opinion, then I will be arranging a class or any activities for them to get engaged, and also I will be transferring the employees within the organization so that they can get engaged in new activities and get free from boredom. Thank you.
Yeah. Next, Praveen.
Yeah, yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
In this situation, I will try to connect with his manager and try to understand the real issue. And based on his requirement, I will try, based on that issue, I will try to solve out it. And also, if he have any complaints about the salary and all, I will try to implement something like performance-based incentives, which is followed by SBA and all. If that is possible, I will try to implement a scheme like that, because by doing that, the performance of the employees can also increase, and they can achieve, they can earn more if they perform well.
Next, Kartika.
Good evening, sir, and my dear friends. I agree with what others have said. Increasing a salary hike for a single department employees is not possible. First of all, I will conduct a meeting with them and ask the reason for the laziness, or what made them lazy, or what the reason for the boredom. Then I will give monetary incentives or non-monetary incentives that will help them for improving their performance, and for boredom, I will shift them to other departments.
Apsara.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Speak.
Good evening, friends. I am Apsara, coming from Palakkad in Kerala. As per the scenario, I'm the vice president and I should handle the situation very carefully. First of all, an employee is being lazy and not doing his duties. I demanding a hike in the salary. I have to search the previous records of the employee and ensure that he was working very well in the previously or not. I should make a good talk with the employee, whether and inquire whether the demands put forward by him was genuine or not. Second problem in front of me is that the co-worker of the employee could do the same thing if I increase the salary spontaneously of the employee. So his there's a chance that the co-workers would be lazy.
Aswati, stop. Aswati, stop.
The salary. So I should also tackle that situation. I should talk with the co-workers whether they are facing the same issues or not, and I should take a proper. Should implement certain.
Aswati, stop, because your internet is not all right.
Sorry, it's not Ashwati, it's Kartika, sir.
Kartika, it was not all right, and it was like as if you are singing like that. The sound goes. Kartika, it was not at all audible. You just.
It's not Kartika, it's Apsara.
Who spoke now? Apsara, na?
Sir, it's Apsara.
Apsara, acha. Sorry. It was not
I'm
very
sorry,
clear,
sir.
but then your points were all very lengthy and not focused. So be focused whenever you speak. That will be better. You please put it in the chat. You please put it in the chat. You please put it in the chat. I will try to read out that.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Aswati, are you there? Please speak.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
In this situation, first of all, I will ask the manager to talk with the person and know whether there is a specific reason for this. And other next, I will go through his work history. And if he has a impressive work history, I will talk with the board members if there is a possibility of changing his department. I will not be giving him a hike because shall not be entertained. It will affect the rest of employees because they will also ask for the same. And I will also initiate HR team to have some activities and implement some performance-based incentives for the employees. That's all, sir. Thank you.
Very good. Next, Nima.
Hi, sir. Good evening.
Good evening. Nima, what is the meaning of the name Nima?
Actually, that would neem is actually, we all know it's a herbal tree.
Oh, neem tree. Neem tree. You will be very, very sour like a neem tree.
Yeah, sir.
Best. No. I think there must be some other meaning for that. Please check up with Google or from your parents. Nima.
Yeah.
Yeah. Please.
Yeah, sure, sir. Sure.
Please tell.
Okay. Okay. Hi, all. Good evening. In this situation, I would ask my manager to find out the exact root cause for the problem, like whether the employee is genuinely deserving for an appraisal or for a hike. For that, I would ask him to track his previous employment or his task where he had shown his full contribution. And if it feels genuine, I would recommend him for the next appraisal. Or if it's a non-monetary aspect, I would suggest some kind of motivational sessions for him.
Okay, Rani baby, Rani baby.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Yeah.
As the Vice President, I will ask the manager to inquire the reason for the employees' laziness and boredom. And I will also create a platform for training, and different tasks will be given to them to reduce their boredom. I will arrange for monetary and non-monetary incentives to encourage and motivate the best performers. And it will be an inspiration to the lazy ones. And I will not.
Yeah. See, your observation like this will go on well, but then I have already told you in public sector, we cannot give any monetary incentives. We cannot give for one person. And the one I have already told the answer, some of you rightly told. That is, as a vice president, I cannot give increase for one person only, or a group of people only, or introduce some special incentive for them only. It is not possible. We have to have a counseling with him, suggest measures that he takes work seriously and performs well. If possible, you can give him some suggestions like yoga, meditation, etc., and see he improves performance. Still, he is not improving. We have to take measures for taking disciplinary action against him. In public sector, you cannot dismiss an employee immediately. You have to first serve a notice, then arrange for inquiry, then inquiry report has to be submitted. After going through that report only, we can take action. I hope all of you could follow this point. Anybody is not understanding? Yeah, all of you are okay? Good. Dinay, now based on this observation, please present this point. How will you handle? You are the vice president. Yeah, please tell.
Okay, sir.
You believe what I said to be true and accordingly go ahead. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So as a vice president, I will ask for explanation from the manager, and I will give a warning and try to I will give a warning, and if possible, I will try to give a session in order to comment on his behavior. And if he continues this, he will be fired from the company. And in order,
no, you can't fire. You have to have inquiry proceedings and all. You have to serve a notice, then take conduct and appoint an inquiry officer. Likewise, so many formalities are there.
Okay,
Otherwise,
sir, we can warn him.
Simply say disciplinary proceedings will be taken.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
That will.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. I will take a disciplinary proceeding against him if he continues this sort of behavior in the company. And in order to remove his boredom, I will suggest him some remedies like doing yoga or playing some games in order to remain more active.
Super. That's okay. Good, good, good. Anybody else? Now, Dinay, I think you only talked then. We have about 5-6 minutes before us. Please choose a number between 11 and 20.
11 and 20, sir, 15.
15. Yeah, 1 minute. 15, 15, 15, 15. Please read the question number 15. Yeah, please read. You are working overtime. Are you seeing on the screen or not?
The screen is a bit delay. Means my net. Now I'm seeing, sir. Now I'm seeing.
Mm.
You are working overtime for the last 1 week for completing the pending works. Due to the shortfall of manpower, on a busy day, you accidentally mailed a confidential information about your company to your competitor. What will you do?
I think this we have discussed earlier.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please tell me what is your view regarding this?
Sir, I will immediately inform my superior about the mail that has been sent. And if it is possible, if it is some modifiable information, I will contact my IT cell and try to update the details as soon as possible. On the other hand, if it is something related with any new policy or product, I will ask my company to release that product as soon as possible into the market, so that and market it fiercely, so that the major profit can be taken by us and our competitor cannot make much use of it. Thank you, sir.
Okay, good. 2 participants raised hand. Who are they? One is Arvind. Please speak.
Sir, in this situation, I have done such a mistake. The first and foremost thing I will do here is that I will contact my superior and apologize him and convince him about the situation. If I get my superior support, then the problem would not be limited to me. The problem will become an organization problem, and I can handle the problem much more smoothly. Another thing which I can do here is to contact the IT cell or technical cell, as my friend told, and seek help how to revoke a mail which has been sent unknowingly to another competitor. These things I would follow in this situation, sir.
Good. Rani baby. Rani baby, please.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Even though I had to work for longer hours, they should not happen such a mistake from my part. So first of all, I will mention the situation to my reporting manager and tell them that this mistake was not an intentional one. And I will ask them what to do, and with their permission, I will contact and try to convince the person to whom the mail is sent, since it is a sensitive issue and information and it should not be leaked. And I will assure them that such a mistake will not happen from my part, never.
On my part. Okay, okay. Very good.
Okay.
Next is Neha Rachel Matthew.
Good evening, sir. On this situation, I will be contacting my immediate superior as soon as possible, and I will be asking him the possibilities of deleting the mail. If there are any, I will ask him to do so, and I will be giving him an explanation letter along with apology that I won't do this again, and I will give the affirmation that I won't do this carelessness again.
Good.
Thank you.
Nima.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Speak.
Yeah. In this situation, the first thing I would do is like I would immediately intimate my immediate superior with the problem and ask his or her suggestion and what steps I have to take coming days. And also I would admit my mistake and try to avoid further and be so careful on moving towards sending the further mails.
Okay, good. Next is our Praveen.
Good evening, sir.
Good
in this
evening.
situation, I will definitely connect with my manager and discuss the issue with him. Anyway, it's my responsibility to make sure that I'm not sharing the sensitive data out of the organization. I will do according to the instruction given by manager, and I will check if there are any possibility to connecting with IT wing and to revoke that message, sir.
Good. After Praveen, Dinay.
Sir, I would like to ask one doubt in this topic.
Yeah.
So can we, towards the end, can we add something related with how to prevent this thing ever again happening? Should we add that point, or should we stick on to the current situation?
There won't be time. What is the point you want to say?
No, means in order to prevent such kind of things happening, we can suggest like putting such kind of confidential information in encrypted files and handing over the passwords physically to the concerned higher authorities, so that such kind of data does not go into wrong hands. We can we means say such kind of point?
You can say like that, but again, what will happen if that encrypted information with password is passed on to others?
We will be given to we'll be giving physically to the concerned people now. So
physically,
going in,
no, for everybody we can't be giving physically. I am in Canada, you are in India. How can I hand over something to you physically? Everything has to be online only nowadays.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Anyhow,
okay, sir.
there is nothing wrong in telling that you can do only if you are running short of material.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Because nobody would like any suggestions and all that, Do you like, now you may accept me for a few days because I am your teacher, but after the getting appointment, when I come and tell you, please don't do like this, you are not going to listen. Because most of us are interested in giving suggestion, not in taking suggestions. Understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
absolutely, sir.
Yeah, Akshaya alias. Akshaya.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
So in this situation, first of all, I will report to my senior supervisor, and I believe the mail, once it is sent, I can't do anything about it. But still, I will try to contact to the IT team if they can do something from their side to revert. And later, I will write my explanation with an apology to the management, and I will say these kind of mistakes will not be repeated from my side.
Yeah, good. What is the time available now? How many minutes are there? 2 minutes are there. Good. Now, this session will be over now. And if some of you can come immediately, I'm doing it against another boy, it doesn't matter. You can read out the current affairs of yesterday, only the headings only you have to read. You can share it among yourself. So I will close this video with this now. Please, those who are interested, Apsara, I have in mind Apsara and another 2-3 people, boys and girls. So if you are willing, you please come into our Zoom again. You can read only headings. It may not take more than 10 minutes for us. Okay. Thank you. I enjoyed the discussion today. Best wishes. Thank you. Shall I close
Thank
it?
you, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, I'll close it.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye-bye.